you know that died? I don't know one Arab nigga that died, bro.
Do they die?
Right. How many black people you know that died?
A lot.
Exactly. But yes.
Get the fuck out of
here. You're trying to be all tough, just walk around.
KTL exclusive.
Bobo, it's the car in the building. We ain't sorry if we kill it. Riding for my God, niggas know I'm never swerving. Spreading love, cause our people hurting. Yeah, is it oppression or depression? Is it all?
This is a people. My brother, listen to this. Listen, you been in the Bible? Alright, watch this verse. Watch this.
Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
It said this, the Israelites are a people that's robbed and spoiled. Everybody robbed and spoiled. Like, we literally got stolen off the west coast of Africa. We literally got robbed. This land got robbed from the Native Americans. From the so-called Spanish too. It says the people that's robbed and spoiled. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in a hole.
They're in a trap. They're snared in a hole. They're in a trap. That's what we do every day. We're literally in a trap. And what we say? We in a trap. We in a trap house. You know what I'm saying? The cops, they literally know it's a guy that's happening to the Israelites. Alright.
They are hidden prison houses.
They are what?
Hidden prison houses.
They are hidden prison houses. It said, makes up the majority of the prison houses or the jail system. The prison houses or the jail system.
Who make it up?
Yeah, who make it up? Like who fills them?
The police.
No, I'm saying, but who do they arrest that's all up in it? Oh, black people and Hispanic people. And we make up like less than 30% of America's population, but we fill up 6% of the prison house. How is that even possible? They 70% of them, but they fill up less than we do. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes, and you know that thing that you showed me? And Native Americans, they're what, 1 in 10? What was that? 1 in 10? 1 out of 3. No, I'm lying. They make up 10% of the abduction rate. 10%. And they're like what? 1.1%. 1 point something percent. But they make up 10% of being abducted, and then they don't broadcast this enough because they want us to be, like I said, trapped and snared in a hole. They don't want us to be enlightened to the information like, oh, we're getting more hell than everybody else. They'll be like I know people, you'll be like, oh, black people be in the jail more, or we get shot more, but they'll go online and be like, look, like more white people got shot in 2019 than black people. But how many white people are in America? That's like if I said, I got my hand, right? 5 fingers, you got 10. If I say if I say 3 out of my 5 fingers got cut, and you got 3 out of your 10 fingers or you got 4 out of your 10 fingers got cut. My 3 still makes up more percentage than yours, and they'll be like, oh, he got more than you, but no, you have more fingers. So I'm at a disadvantage, even though you have more, the percentage is not adding up. Say mine makes up more.
Yo, Psalms 10 and 2, in the GNT, the wicked are proud and persecute the poor.
They said the wicked are proud and persecute the poor. The Arabs do it, the East Indians do it, the white man especially does it. I'm saying the Chinese man, the East Indian man, the African man, all of them, they oppress the poor. How they do that? You go into a damn Chinese store, a damn laundromat. Who's running? The damn Chinese lady. Got Buddha up in the thing. That's what I'm saying, give all your money to her. You walk up to the corner store, who's owning it? The Arab man. Every single one of these goddamn little ass hot dog carts, who owns it? Arabs.
Right.
You walk in any store, who owns these stores? The white man. Where's the black man's store? Where's the black man? Little thing on the side. They don't allow us to do these things. They want to keep us oppressed because they oppress the poor.
Right? Catch them in the traps they have made.
And they cast them in the traps that they make. They literally make a trap and they put you in it. Like in Texas, there's literally, the cops will literally make a crime scene and pin it on a black or Hispanic in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You got it?
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression.
They speak wickedly concerning oppression. Like, the Arab niggas came up here, right? And I'm gonna keep it like that. I hate them. All of them.
Hate them.
All of them. They came out like, oh, why do you hate ARs, whatever. I'm not even getting into all of that.
The Chinese are worse.
Yo, bro. All of them, bro? Yo, all of them, bro.
That's
They
why I
all
called United States. They're all together.
all bad, bro. It's a melting pot, and they all add something to the melting pot. There's another badass ingredient that kills black and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You got this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the book of additions to Esther, chapter 14.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Got it. I said they speak wickedly concerning oppression. They came up here saying, oh, everybody died the same in America. How many Arabs you know that died? I don't know one Arab nigga that died, bro.
Do they die?
How many black people you know that died?
A lot.
Exactly. But this nigga gonna come up and be like, oh, we all died at the same rate. Because they speak wickedly concerning the oppression. Go ahead.
Nah, this is a book of additions to Esther, chapter 14, verse 15. Thou knowest all things, O Lord. Thou knowest that I hate the glory of the unrighteous.
That what?
I hate the glory of the
And
unrighteous.
we hate the glory of the unrighteous. Like, all of this is glory of the unrighteous.
Right.
We don't have nothing that we can be like, look, this is my establishment. You might have one or two outliers like Kanye or whoever. You know what I'm saying? But that one person is not doing anything for the black and Hispanic community. So it's literally like, it's not helping me, benefiting me at all.
Right. And abhor the bed of the uncircumcised.
The heathen, guys.
And of all the heathen.
What?
All the
And
heathen.
of all the heathen, we hate literally all the heathens in the Bible.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Most High hates them too.
That's right.
Right? Get that Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 15.
That's the respect of
It's the book of Ecclesiastes.
Get the fuck out of
You're trying to be all tough, just walk around.
Tonight's the night, buddy.
Right!
Niggas will see.
You don't make it the wrong night.
Niggas will see the signs that just walk dead over the shit.
Wrong night.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Staff for the ass.
So I returned
a bunch of big dogs over here.
Say it again. Listen.
So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
I'm trying to consider all the oppression that's done in the sun. What was the oppression happening to the oppression happening to the black people? Literally, that's who the oppression happened to. The Chinese man, they're not being oppressed. The white man, they're definitely not being, they doing all the oppression.
And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, they had no comfort.
So the tears of the people that are oppressed, we don't have comfort. Nobody's here to be like, yo, Dominican man, I'm gonna help you out. Black man, I'm gonna help you out. Native American man, I'm gonna help you out. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nobody to do that to us. And then when we get a so-called black leader, what do? They go open up niggas go, like I see Shaq, right? He's on a commercial. Get Leviticus 11 and 7 11. I see the commercial. I see the commercial. He's like giving back to black people, whatever. People with low income and stuff. You know, who got the lowest income back in Hispanic. Come here to word of God, sis. Right, so, and he was giving out every dollar, every time you pay, they'll take $1 and give like some shot pizza and they'll give things to the poor. But it's pepperoni. It's a pig. Let me show what God said about the pig. Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Yeah.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Said the swine is unclean.
He is unclean to you.
It's unclean to you. The cud is like an animal has stomachs, right? Like a cow has like 4 stomachs, right? And it will chew, and then it'll digest, and it'll come back up so they can chew it again, so it can properly digest in the body. Pig, they chew it, they swallow it, and all the toxins are just swimming through the whole body, and they don't have sweat glands, so they just trap. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High said it's unclean, but they don't chew the cud. Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
So God said that we're not even supposed to touch them, let alone eat them. We can't even touch the carcass of them. But they, even when you have a black leader to do something for the community, it's against God's laws. You know why? Because
Under the book of Psalms, chapter verse 2, the wicked are proud of pursuing the poor, catch them in the traps they have made.
because they cast us in the traps that they make. Yeah, we're gonna work together, and you're gonna create this pepperoni pizza. We're gonna give it to Black and Hispanic so we can raise money. But you're going against God. So literally, when they try to help us, it's still a trap that they got set up.
First John 5:19. We are certain that we come from God.
He said we're certain that we come from God,
And the rest of the world is under the power of the devil.
He said, see that part again. Right?
We are certain that we come from God.
He said, we're certain that we come from God. You know what I'm saying? Get Romans 8:16. We come from the Most High God. Like, we're a spiritual people. Black and Hispanic, like, we go through so much hardships, but yeah, we still find a way to come up on top. We still find a way to escape the things that happen to us. Like, niggas can lose their job back to back to back to back and still go get another job. The way they lose his job, he jumping off the building and stop firing. He lose his job, he go, what they say, you know, talking about having an affair or whatever, even though it's not really an affair. They'll go have an affair, they'll go leave their kids, sell their soul, doing all this shit that they lost when they lost job. Back in the span, we still fight even at the bottom.
It says the rest of the world is under the power of the devil.
The rest of the world is under the power of the devil. And let me ask you a question, like the Chinese people, they come here and they can get onto that Chinese people. My nigga, if you look at my Chinese store, bro, it's on every block. Search this area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand, on the side, one little ass piece. 10 more, 10 more, 10 more, 20 more. Laundromat everywhere, Chinese people, every corner store is Arab people. So they come here and they're able to capitalize off our destruction. By whom? The devil, the white man. They own everything. They stole the land, they made their laws, they made their, the way they business is supposed to set up, they made their little manufacturing companies and allowed the other people to oppress us even more. The Bible is really just clearly stating that this is happening to one group of people. And we know that it's happening to the Black and Hispanics, but the Bible is saying it's happening to the Israelites. So if it's happening to the Israelites, then who's the Black and Hispanics? The Israelites. Us.
In the book of Judith, chapter Judith 5:20. Sir, if these people are not sinning against their God,
So it said if the people, our people, we're not sinning against God,
even unknowingly,
and then we can, because it's annoying that niggas eat pork. It's annoying that
But ain't that's how we survive though? Like basically, like ain't that's how we survive though? We think that we can survive like that?
by sinning and stuff.
Like even though like eating pork and all that.
Like, eating meat is not a problem, but eating pork, lobster, that's a problem. The white men just set up. They use pork as literally everything. Like they use it to make moisturizers, like lotion, soap, hand sanitizer. So like we live in it now, we think that there's only way to live. But we up there, we think about we find God that the better way to live. Say by separating yourself from the world, separating yourself from the people that import all of these devices. But it says like we don't sin against God. I'm not saying it's annoying to me. I'm saying it's annoying. I'm saying even if you don't know, like I said, the shampoo, all of that, like nobody knows that there's pork and lotion. I'm gonna put it on lotion. Even unknowingly, even if you sin unknowingly, we can be sure that they are guilty of some offense. If they're guilty of anything, we can successfully attack them. So they can successfully attack them. Like the white man, that's what they do. They put these things in our food, they put these things in our lotion, they put these things in our everyday necessities. So that way way, when we sin against our gods, they know the Most High is not going to be with us.
I know
so
it.
they could take all these old
Don't be carnal, brother. Judge by the Spirit. No, don't listen. I still gotta make people happy. It's my job. Bro, that's part of making them a right hard. You got to that. I know I'm gonna leave.
Then you should leave them alone.
And they know that they gotta leave us alone. Like you know a nigga that boxes, you're not about to just go fight him. I'm licensed, I'm not about to fight a licensed boxer. I don't box. But if he don't, nigga, I'm not about to fight him. They know if we got our God, we're not sinning that we have our power. We licensed. But if we are sinning, we're not licensed. I'm saying we're just holy.
Or he will defend them, and
They know that the Most High God will defend us as a people. And we see that we're clearly not being defended. Why? Because we separated from our God. That's what we gotta come back. We gotta escape the people that's oppressing us and take heed to our friends and keep to the people around us and take heed to
or he will defend them, and we will be disgraced before the whole world.
and they will be disgraced before the whole world. They know they're gonna get beat up. That's simple. You know what I'm saying? So they know when we sin, they got us. When we don't sin, they don't got us.
The book of Numbers, chapter 5, verse 2. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. God. The book, this is Numbers 25 and 1. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab.
So our people, we started looking at worshiping other gods. So we were dwelling in our land, right? And we started looking towards the people's gods. That's what we do now. We in America, we start looking towards the people's gods.
And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods.
So now they call us to go to their God. Like, yo, let's just celebrate Thanksgiving. Why not? Let's just celebrate Christmas. Why not? Let's just celebrate your birthday. Let's celebrate 4th of July. The day where they killed their
Yo, Shalom,
God.
And the people did eat.
And then what do? Like a dumbass, we just, okay, why not? Thanksgiving, why not? We just eating food. No, it's not just that plain, my nigga. Native Americans dying on that day. That's what they're celebrating. You know what I'm saying? So why would we go and now celebrate?
And bow down to their gods.
Bow down to their gods. And that's what it's like right now. We bow down to their gods. Even without physically bowing down, we bow down to them. Because they're going after their philosophy, going after the ways that they want us to go. That's why it's this is the book of. You got a flyer? You got a flyer? You got a flyer? You gonna fly?
No, I got a flyer, yeah.
All right, check out that.
Appreciate that. You be on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on the right corner.
Okay.
Shakari NJNY.
All right.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses,
1 John 2:15.
know you not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Remember how you said that you separate yourself from people, you know, niggas be fake, niggas be
They
trust
believe,
niggas.
they blindly serve the devil.
Blindly serving the devil is what it says. Read it from the top again.
You adulterers and
And I
adulteresses.
was too. I can't lie.
But we all was. But we separated from that. It's about to say in the Bible.
Know you not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
So the friendship of the world is enmity with God. So God hates when we have friendship with the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing that you separated from that lifestyle and from that world. Now you're coming into a new world, a new era, a new lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? By taking heed to this Bible.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
And if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God. You're the first one in 12 and 1.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 2, and verse 15. Love not the world.
It says what?
Love not the world.
So we can't love the world. Everybody says, oh, we gotta love everybody. God loves everybody. But the Bible just said, love not the world. Go ahead.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Neither the things that's in the world. So we can't love the people, the age that's around us. Because this right now, like an era, in a sense, is like a world. You know what I'm So you got different, like world has many different meanings, right? You listen to this word, like you got the Z world, the fashion world, the sports world, a new world, like a new era. You know what I'm saying? You got a world of people. And low-key there's things that we're just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
So it says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You see this age that we in right now? It's an age that we're not supposed to be loving. It's the era that we're not supposed to be loving. The people that's in it are the people that we're not supposed to be loving.
That's right. Bring it up.
Like literally everyone I'm looking at right now, I don't see no black, no Hispanics. I see wild Indians, wild white people, wild people that, how are they here? That's my question, how are they here? How are you in
United States.
United States? And they uphold the name, they make everybody come and be united. But there's the people in there that's not supposed to be united. It's nation, it's alien. You know what I'm saying? So now they do that and have us loving them, but we can't love them. Because the Bible says otherwise.
They're supposed to serve us.
Bring it out.
Kids here by 30 and 60.
That's how
Yo, so what's a fact? Now, yeah, get that too. Like I said, they're supposed to serve us, but they say that we gotta treat everybody.
Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the Lord. They go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies.
So they go, as soon as they're born, speaking lies. That's all they do, they speak lies. So they tell us that we gotta love everybody and everybody gotta be equal. Like you said, they're supposed to be serving us. That's right. But like, where's the black and Hispanic reparations? Where are the Native American reparations? Niggas talk about Native Americans getting reparations. Their reparations is like our food stamps. Literally, that's it. Food stamps, that's it. That's all they get. Food stamps. What you gonna do with some food stamps?
That hit me the other day too.
Nigga, you'll be out for a month. That last week, nigga, you trying to stretch all that food. What? Niggas go crazy to get their food stamps in the first week of the month. They spend all that. Maybe the last week, niggas is starving. You know what I'm saying? Get short the heart. These guys are sucking.
Now you haven't getting it.
Oh yeah, read that. 30 and 16. Let me show you the Bible, because what you said, the Bible agrees to.
God. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
So the people that devoured us are supposed to be devoured. I'm saying they over here trespassing on our stuff and capitalizing off of our downfall.
That's right.
So it said the people that they're devouring us right now. So they're devouring us, we gotta devour them. Go ahead.
And all thine adversaries.
All of our enemies, and we read that. God has enemies. We read it was the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Hagarenes, the damn Philistines, all of these nations, they're God's enemies and our enemies. Go ahead.
Every one of them.
Every single one of them. Go ahead.
Shall go into captivity.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
The white man's going into captivity. The Arab man's going into captivity. The Chinese man's going into captivity. All of these people are going into captivity because they devoured us. You know what I'm saying? They set up these laws to oppress us. Right? And they really trying us today. Go ahead. Check it out.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So all the people that prayed on us, the Most High gonna give us.
For I will restore health unto thee.
Because look, now we're about to get our health back. Because we've been living, I remember earlier, somebody was saying that we, what's it called? We gotta have a clean body. You know what I'm saying? That we gotta get ourselves clean. Physically, mentally, spiritually, we gotta be clean. Now the Most High is gonna, and what comes with being clean? Health. If you're not clean, your health can be in danger. Hygiene, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is gonna bring us back our health. The health that we've been needing and the health that we've been deprived from. Go ahead.
God. And I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord.
And the Most High is going to heal us of our wounds, our emotional wounds, our physical wounds, all of these wounds that the black and Hispanics have gotten. The Most High is going to heal all of that. But how is it going to heal if everybody else is just good? Like, I can't hit you and then be like, yo, I'm sorry, bro, that's it. Like, I'm talking mad hard. My fault, bro. Nigga, I'm going to beat the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got to get my hit back. That's right. So we got to get our hit back. and they had us enslaved. They had us enslaved. So what they gotta get? Slavery.
Isaiah 14:1. It says, the Lord will once again be merciful to his people Israel and choose them as his own. He will let them live in their own home, in their own land again.
Look, just so you know, we're not in our land right now. Because it said that in the eschaton, in the future prophecy, it says that we're going to live in our own land again. That means we were there before, and now we're not there. So that's how you know the people in Israel cannot be the real Jews. Because they're there. And we're not there. But the Bible says that we're going to return back, and this is not happening.
He will let them live in their own land again, and foreigners will come and live there with them. Many nations will help the people of Israel return to the land which the Lord gave them, and there the nations will serve Israel as slaves.
As what?
As slaves.
The Bible said that the nations are going to serve us as slaves. Keep reading.
Those who once captured Israel will now be captured by Israel.
Well, now they captured us, we're going to capture them. The Arabs, they captured us. You're going to tell me why I hate Arabs. You captured me. You know what I mean? They're saying I got to buy my damn turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese from you. Nigga, how you leave your land and I got to buy it from you? That make no sense. Go ahead.
And the people of Israel will rule over those who once oppressed
They
us.
said we're gonna rule over the people that oppress us. They literally oppress us. They selling us, damn nigga. Like I know a corner store that literally sells weed on the low. My nigga, what? You know what I'm saying?
Sell
Niggas
coke too.
Crack, all that on the low. To who though? They're not selling that to Arab nigga. They're not selling it to the white man. Ain't no white girl boy walking up in the street, yo. No, nigga, it's the black niggas walking in the store. Yo, come to the back. I'm downstairs real quick. Got you. That's happening to us. You know what I'm saying? They oppressing us, so we're gonna oppress them back. Go to verse 7. I'm gonna show you that it didn't happen.
Verse 7. Now at last the whole world enjoys rest.
It said enjoys what?
Rest.
How is the world enjoying rest right now? Let me ask you a question. The world right now, is it enjoying rest? Like, is the world at rest? The world's not at rest. So that's how you know we didn't this didn't happen.
And peace.
And what?
And peace.
Ain't no peace right now. It's wars going on. You know what I'm saying? Black and Hispanics getting killed every day in the street. So it's not peace right now. Go ahead.
And everyone sings for joy.
And everyone sings for joy, but everybody's not singing for joy. Like we're not singing for joy. Everybody else is, but we're not. So that's how you know it's not happening, because there's the people that's being excluded from it. But now we're gonna get our hit back. Because the Most High is a just God. The Most High is balance. You know what I'm saying? That's only right. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2.
Yeah.
When the righteous are in authority,
When the righteous are in authority, when the black and Hispanics, the people that's supposed to be ruling are in authority, go ahead.
the people rejoice.
The people rejoice.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked bear, well, look at this right back in this little ass nigga Zach in the damn trucks.
Yeah, a Conrad house.
Kyle Ran house. And the trucks, about to go to his side. Nigga just got off trying. And shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga just walking around everything good. Nigga living his best life. He got away with everything good. Nigga, make me kill a nigga. Make me kill a nigga that ran in my house. I shot in my house. Nigga, I'm going to jail.
They don't go to jail.
I'm going to jail. Even if it was self-defense, black people get up self-defense, claim self-defense, and still go to jail. Still got to pay a fine. It's good. It happened.
It happened. It was his brother last year. I forgot his last name was Mark. He had an Edomite girlfriend. These Edomites had cut him off in the car. He turned around. I think he killed 2 of the Edomites. Now they trying to give him life. It was self-defense. They came at him. But now they trying to give him life. Yeah, it happened last year. Mark, I forgot his last name. Mark something.
April 7 in the NLT.
Say it again?
There's a lot of innocent black.
Isaiah 5:23.
That's it.
But for just a bribe, you let the guilty go free.
He said for just a bribe, you let the guilty go. What was his bribe? That little ass sob story. Nigga, I want to see that shit. This little ass crocodile. Not even crying. Nigga, no tears coming out your eyes.
The ugliest cry ever, bro.
Nigga, anybody want to see that? Right. So for just a bribe, go ahead.
You let the guilty go free.
They let the guilty go free. Go ahead.
And you keep the innocent.
The who?
The innocent.
What'd you say? You said the innocent. Black and Hispanic. A lot of innocent. The what?
The innocent from getting justice.
From getting justice. I would say they have to do one of those four. Because they pervert.
I'm not trying to step on anything.
They pervert the justice.
they just let a couple black guys go from rape. They convicted them of rape like 40 years ago. They just let them go. So those were 70 years old. They let them go.
The people that killed Malcolm X, right?
That too.
One of them died, right?
Yeah, they just let go one of them.
One of them died. They said they let go both of them niggas.
Yeah, one of them already.
Niggas dead. Niggas dead.
Mark Wilson.
Look at this, Mark Wilson.
Mark Wilson.
Self-defense, but
Same
he's all
thing,
life.
self-defense.
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 And he wasn't out there. He wasn't out there looking for. He wasn't out there looking for some rioters with a damn AK. Nigga driving his car with a little shorty, and niggas come up on him. Now he got left. Nigga out there with an AK looking for people.
And somebody might say, oh, well, Ahmaud Arbery, they just got found guilty, right, of killing Ahmaud Arbery. But on a mass scale, though, the justice is still skewed, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's just one devil. Two devils they got locked up.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, it's that, like, even if somebody says, well, look, they went to jail, that doesn't matter about it. They're on camera, literally killing him. You can't even refute the video. Like, running and you killed them. That's it.
And they're gonna get not that much time.
And they're not gonna get that much time, but like something so plain, you have to do something. But then you're gonna see like, oh, these niggas is lying. If it wasn't on video, I'm telling you 100% they was going free. Because they was cops in that community too. People that knew the law. I know the law. Let me just go kill this black guy. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna do good, and I'm gonna get off in 3 years straight. I'm gonna eat all my food. I'm gonna eat good and everything. I'm my own self straight. You know what I'm saying?
Habakkuk 1:4. The law is weak and useless.
What?
The law is weak and useless.
The law is weak and useless. It is. And the Bible is saying, but in America, exactly. In America, the law is weak and it's useless. Like, what is the law for? Nigga, I will ride down the street and stop at the red light and get pulled over. That's what I'm pointing at the red light, man. Why are you speaking? I stopped at a stop sign one time. I stopped at a stop sign. My friend, he stopped at a stop sign and he rode a little bit. He stopped, went, niggas pulled him over. What? Like, I just pulled him over. What? The law is weak and useless.
And justice is never done.
What?
Justice is never done.
True justice is never done.
That's right.
You killed the innocent boy that was just running. You should get put to death for that.
That's right.
That's true justice.
That's right.
Not getting locked up, being treated like a good boy in jail. Like, you should be put to death.
Right. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5.
Yeah.
Whose possessors slay them.
Whose what?
Whose possessors slay
And the
them.
people, they got our social security, they got our birth certificates, they got our death certificates, they got everything. They got our insurance. Like, how the white man give you a life insurance? He stole you when he gave you life insurance. That ain't gonna own you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make a car, I got insurance on it. It's my car, it's my insurance. And he just said, you're his possession. So it said, who possessors slay them, they kill them, God.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And they hold themselves not guilty. They don't get held accountable for nothing.
That's right.
Nothing they get held accountable. And if they get held accountable for something, it's minor. Minimal punishment. But a lady ran up, Amber Geiger ran up in his crib, shot the nigga in his boxers, eating ice cream, watching the movie, chilling. 10 years. 10 years? 10 years? Was it 10 years?
No, she being too nice.
Oh no, she's not.
Yeah, she's not out. But she's gonna do like 3.
She's not doing the whole 10 years.
No.
Bro, how you walk into somebody's crib
If that.
and shoot them and get 10 years?
She thought it was the wrong house. She got the wrong apartment. She stole her apartment.
How you don't know your apartment? That's a lie, bro. You know, I don't care if you're drunk, perks, nothing. You know your apartment, that's your house. I just walk in another nigga house. I live in a building. My building is let's say my building is 2N. I walk up in 3O. It's my house. Nigga,
You gotta have your door blocked.
Salaki. So as a cop, that means she have bad judgment. She don't even know her own house. So how you gonna judge out on the street?
That's how you know she lying.
That's how you know she lying.
Exactly. She ran up. She ran up in there, shot him. Damn, I lost my mind. I ain't know it was my house.
I was too there.
I was too tired. I couldn't see I couldn't see straight. Like, and this, how you walk up in somebody's house and don't see that this is obviously not your house. Even if you see them sitting there, that's not your TV. It's not where your couch. That's not how your couch.
Genesis 9 and 6. Whoso shed a man's blood.
So what?
Whoso shed a man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
Said by what?
By man shall his blood be shed.
So literally, they said the black and Hispanic Native American blood on this land, so their blood gotta be shed. And whose blood shed it? The white man's blood. And who still got that white man blood in it? The damn white man. Look, I'm looking at that screwed up face.
I see us.
I'm saying, no, that's what I'm talking about. These ugly, dirty ass rednecks. Right? They the ones that gotta get their blood shed. They all about, and it's crazy because white people are all about DNA, right? I got this DNA, I got this blood running to my veins, I can trace my ancestors back to Alexander the Great. That's my great-great-great-great-grandfather. Okay, he killed black Hispanics. So you got his blood, you gonna have to die for it. They want to uphold the blood so much, well, you're gonna have to do what the Bible says. And like you said, it's only right. Like it's only right that we get our hit back. Oh no.
Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
What?
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
And woe is destruction. So it says destruction to him that build a town on blood. And this Times Square is built on blood. This is once a place where Native Americans resided. Now I'm walking on the ground where they put signs and tell me I can't stand here. How you kill people, build it and tell me I can't stand here.
Yeah, look at it.
And then go to reservations and then build highways in it. Like, yo, we need this land. I gotta build a highway. What?
Stupid.
You came here, now you wanna build them. You came here, you pushed me in a little corner, and then you telling me I gotta get out the corner because you need the corner. Ain't no sense.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establisheth a city by iniquity.
Right, so, and establish it by iniquity. Like, remember you said, man, what'd you say? Everybody's serving the devil without knowing it. By iniquity, they sinning, they building this thing on top of it. They allow people to get homosexual.
Sirach 35 and 18. For Yahweh will not be slight, neither will the mighty be patient towards them, till he has smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful.
So the Most High is not going to be slight. It says until he's smitten the what?
The loins of the unmerciful.
The unmerciful. Who's the people that show no mercy? Who would you say shows no mercy? Say that. Nobody shows mercy to us. They don't care. Like they will see, like look how many people here in Times Square, right? They'll see a black man on the floor.
I mean, most of the people are selfish. They don't really care what's going on.
They are selfish. But when it comes to their people, they're gonna help their people. The Chinese that died. When the white boy, he shot 8 people, whatever. I'm talking about when he shot up the Toronto. Shot up the Asian people. They got the most money in a day on GoFundMe in history, ever in history.
Right.
For a dirty little movie.
They support each other, man.
Because they support each other. But they don't
House about to get some money too.
Exactly. But they don't support us. You got black people literally on the corner all day with a jar with like 50 cents in it. Nigga, it's thousands of walking by every 3 minutes. But he got 50 cents.
Matter of fact, if he would have got accused for those crimes he committed in Cairo, he would have had bombs. That's the thing, he wouldn't have had bombs. That's
So you think the rapture? The rapture? You think it's coming?
Alright. I don't like the term rapture because the term rapture is Christianity, right? But get Psalms 104 and get verse 4. I'm gonna show you something about it. Yeah, that's it. Look, I'm gonna show you something, right? Because they get the I'm gonna show you where they get the rapture from. But let me just show you, like, when you look up the rapture, I'm gonna show you what pops up, and it's not biblical. Watch this. Rapture.
Also, that's man-made, right?
Man-made. Look at this. This is what pops up, right? It's so cool. This is what pops up when you look at Rapture. Yes, bro. Little white babies with a little white Christ on a cross and some clouds. Just a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of white people. That's not in the Bible. Christ, we showed you earlier, Christ is black, right? So who the hell is this? But I'm gonna show you where they get.
That's what Christians want to go to.
And that's what. This is what Christians want to go to. Little white babies jumping on clouds with little ass horns, all sitting on top of each other's lap. That's what they want to go to. That's what they say is coming. But I'm gonna show you where they get it from, right? Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 4:17.
Right? Because they twist the
They
scripture.
be human trafficking too.
Yeah.
Like babies.
Yo, my dad was watching
I peep all of that
in the church. While in the church?
Yeah.
While in the church. You know what I'm saying? My dad was watching something and in Jamaica they got a church. They're human trafficking. They're sacrificing people in Jamaica in the church. And in the church they got the big ass rainbow flag and the axe banner in the back. Talking about they need 144 people to come. 144,000. 144 people. They come, put them on a little thing, and the feds, they stopped it before it could happen because some lady, she got out of the situation and went to the cops because they was like, oh, are you gonna sacrifice yourself for God or whatever? She was like, nah, and they killed the nigga next. You know what I'm talking about, right? Killed the nigga next. And that's happened in the church. And he met famous people. Who did he meet?
The president of Jamaica.
The president of Jamaica, prime minister, all that. A famous person in Jamaica, a famous pastor in Jamaica, doing these things in the name of God. So when they portray something, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like you really gotta sit there and analyze what they're giving you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever watched the movie The Help?
The Help?
Yeah, The Help. It's about slavery, it's about a nanny going through the times of slavery. And she had made a pie, she made it with poop. And she gave it to the white lady. Yeah, she made it. It's funny as hell. She shitted in it and gave it to the white lady and had the white lady eat. The white lady, she just ate it up. That's what she just ate this. You know what I'm talking about, right? In the house, she just ate it up. The grandma in the back is weak, just laughing. Like, and the grandma in the back, that's the other nations. The lady giving us the shit pie, that's the white man. They giving us something and we just eat it up. And everybody just laughing at us and we just like, what? Like, why are you laughing at me? Nigga, you eating shit. That's what happens in the Christian church. Everybody laughs at us because we taking up their garbage. Let me show you the rapture in the Bible.
1 Thessalonians 4:17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them.
I said we're going to be caught up together with them. Go ahead. And the elect. They're going to be caught up. Go ahead.
In the clouds.
In the clouds. Go ahead.
To meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord.
They said this, so they take that and they go, look, we're going to get caught up in the clouds. And in the clouds, we're going to stay in heaven where God dwells forever. We can't go up to where God is dwelling in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me show you something else. Right? Go ahead. Psalms 140.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters. Who maketh the clouds his chariot.
It said who what?
Who maketh the clouds his chariot.
It says who maketh the clouds his chariot. So the chariot is referred to as clouds in the Bible. So we said that she got the precepts back. Like we just went to Psalms 104 and 3. You know what I'm saying? She got the precepts on it, but this right here, this is what you would call the chariot. Don't worry too much about that, but right here, the chariot is like a wheel, the so-called UFO. It's like a wheel. I'm gonna give you a reference point.
This is book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 13. I heard also the noise of the wings of the living creatures that touch one another, and the noise of the wheels over against them.
I'm gonna give you a reference point in the Bible to describe something that the chariots will look like. Right?
Ezekiel 1:16, the appearance of the wheels, and their work was like unto the color of a beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their
so it's like the appearance of a wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like the chariots is always likened into a wheel. You know what I'm saying? Just like in that picture.
And their appearance and their work was it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
They said a wheel in the middle of a wheel. So if you look look up and you see a circle inside of another circle, what would you think that is? What they call a UFO. You know what I'm saying? But it's not unidentified flying object, it's identified in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It will be the chariots of God, like I'm about to show you right there.
Picture right here?
Yeah, look.
It's a wheel inside of a wheel.
It's a wheel inside of a wheel.
That's what he just read in the Bible.
Artifacts in Egypt. Exactly, and if you look at Egyptian artifacts, they'll portray things like that that they see in the sky. Like NASA came out and said they got 143 unidentified flying objects out of 144, and the only one that
You believe in NASA?
no, I don't believe in NASA. I'm just saying what they said. That, and my stance first is coming out the Bible. And we seen literally chariots in the sky. And got multiple people to attest to that. But NASA came out and blatantly said that they have spotted 143 out of 144 so-called unidentified flying objects. And the only one that they seen that they identified was a hot air balloon. So they say that they seen shit in the sky that they cannot identify. But the Bible clearly identifies what these things are. It's called the chariots of God. But we're going to be caught up and we're going to be taken, Ezekiel 20. Exactly, like and it's so stupid because they be like they can't identify it, but they say they got satellites and they're watching everything. How you can identify it?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou to thy chambers.
Revelation 18 and 4.
And shut thy doors above thee. About thee. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou to thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed.
That's what you would call the chariots. We're going to be up in there, hiding ourselves while the destruction is going on the earth. We're going to be up in the chambers, chilling.
Well, so they kind of...
That's the rapture. We're going to be up in the chariots.
That's a real rapture.
That's a real so-called rapture. Yeah.
It's like a light.
4, right? Yeah. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
So, and go to Amos 9 and verse 7. So it says, come out of her, my people, right? So come out of her, my people, that we not be partakers in her sins. It's talking about Babylon. We're going to literally come out of Babylon. Not even spiritually. Spiritually, we're already out of it. But we're going to physically become up out of it. And I'm sure I was going to catch us up, right? Amos.
I feel like that's coming soon.
Real soon. It's coming real soon, right? But you want to be on the good side of the Most High to get caught up. You don't want to be.
I'm not the same as before.
But you want to be even different though. Like, there's be like we not like I know people that's like they separated already from certain stuff, but when they found out the truth of the Bible, they completely separated themselves. There might be things that you do that you don't know is against the Bible. Like everybody, there's things that some people do, even knowing it, there's things that people do that they don't even know that's against the Bible. And they read it and be like, oh shoot, I gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need to get
Yeah, you need to get up in there. And the flyer, you got the flyer, right? Yeah, the flyer, just YouTube. We out here every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 o'clock to like right now.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 9.
Oh, it's 9.
9 and verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
So remember, so we're going to be caught up out of Babylon. He said he's going to sift us from the nations. Go ahead.
Like as corn is sifted in the sea.
You know how you got a strainer? So like corn is sifted in the sea, the water's going to come up. The nations, they're not going to be caught up. Only the corn is going to come up out of the sea. Go ahead.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
The least grain is not going to fall upon the earth. So we're going to be caught up. And this is going to happen when we get caught up.
Ezekiel 20:33. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with your power out will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people.
So you're going to bring us out. They're going to lift us out. They're going to take us up and bring us out.
And will gather you out of the countries wherein you are scattered.
They're going to gather us out of the countries where we're scattered, because we're not only in America, but we're all throughout the world. So he's going to gather us and take us up. But remember, I said that we're going to reign with the Lord. But when you read that verse, it's literally jumping time period. It's not talking about at one point. But we're going to be caught up. First, we got to go by the prophecy. Like, you can't just skip prophecy. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be caught up, and we're going to be taken to the wilderness, and then we're going to reign with the Lord.
You are scattered with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face.
They're going to plead with us. Go ahead.
Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, says Yahweh. And I will cause you to pass under the rod.
So they're going to cause us to pass under. So after they take us up, take us to the wilderness, cause us to pass under the rod.
I will bring you into the bond of the covenant.
So we're going to be brought into the bond of the new covenant. So we're going to be caught up, and then we're going to go to the wilderness, and then we're going to go into the covenant. And once you get to that covenant, that's when we go back to the 1 Thessalonians real quick.
17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught.
So in the wilderness, in Ezekiel 20, it tells you that the rebels are going to be cut off. So Paul he knows this stuff. And the person who wrote the Thessalonians, he knows this thing. So he's saying, look, for the people that's left alive, we're going to be caught up.
Them in the clouds meet with the Lord in the air, so shall we ever be with the Lord.
And so we're going to be with the Lord. So when we deal with heavy, when we deal with rulers, so we're going to be caught up in the air, we're going to rule it. But if you're in a high position, like the white man, the CEO probably works in the top of the building. Yeah, because he wants to be in the air in that high position. So what we're about to read is about to show you that us reigning with the Lord is going to be in a high position after you pass over that covenant.
Lamentations 2:1. How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven?
It said cast down from heaven, go ahead,
unto the earth. The beauty of Israel.
What?
The beauty of Israel.
Beauty of Israel. So we were on a high position, and the Most High cast us down. So when we get brought back into that covenant, we're going to be back in a high position, reigning with the world cross Christ in our lives. And that's the real true rapture. But with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God Yahweh. This is the name of His only begotten Son, Yashamiyah Yasharahla. Shalom. And come Yasharahla! Yasharahla!
Could have been in no way. We sing the gospel, not talking Kurt Frank. It's about God at the end of the day. We working. I tell you, man, it's worth it. Yeah, we working. I tell you, man, it's worth it. Whoa, whoa, it's a car in the building. We ain't sorry.